In the land of Israel, the sun scorched the earth. Rivers had dried. Fields lay empty. People whispered prayers, yet no answer came. They had forgotten the living God and turned to idols, to false gods. They called lies truth, and darkness ruled where light should have shone.
I am Elijah, a servant of the one true God. You worship false gods and call it truth. But hear me now.
When God moves, kingdoms fall and the world will never be the same.
King Ahab ruled with arrogance, and his wife Jezebel filled the land with idolatry. Temples were abandoned. Farmers prayed in vain as drought spread. Yet one man dared to speak the truth, and the heavens listened. For 3 years, Elijah walked in the wilderness. He did not fear hunger. He did not fear death. The Lord commanded the ravens to feed him, and water flowed from places the world had long forgotten. Faith became his sustenance, and miracles his daily bread. Then God led him to a widow. She had nothing but a handful of flour and a little oil. But Elijah spoke the word of God, "Bake for me first, then for yourself." She obeyed, and the miracle unfolded. Her supplies never ran out, even as famine gripped the land. Faith, even in the smallest act, moves the hand of heaven. When her son fell ill, death's shadow loomed. Elijah prayed to the Lord, and life returned. One man's obedience could turn despair into hope, death into life. And then, the moment the world would remember, on Mount Carmel, Elijah stood against 450 prophets of Baal. Israel watched, hearts pounding. The prophets danced, shouted, and harmed themselves. But no fire fell, no answer came. The sky remained silent until Elijah prayed, "Lord, let them see that you alone are God." Fire fell from heaven. Every witness fell to their knees, trembling. "The Lord, He is God," they cried. In that moment, fear turned to faith, and darkness yielded to the light of truth. The drought ended. Rain poured down. Rivers flowed. The land breathed once more. Yet the enemy's rage was not quenched. Jezebel vowed vengeance. Elijah fled into the wilderness, weary, broken, and yet unbowed. Alone, Elijah despaired. "Lord, I am done," he cried. But the Lord sent an angel. Bread and water in his hands. Rest for his body. Strength for his spirit. For even the greatest servant must be renewed by God. He journeyed to Mount Horeb. There he waited, and the Lord spoke, not in wind, not in earthquake, not in fire, but in a gentle whisper. Elijah learned that God's power is both thunder and the quiet voice that moves hearts. True strength lies not in spectacle, but in faith, patience, and obedience. Years passed. Elijah's mission continued. He trained Elisha, passing down the mantle of prophecy, and then the heavens opened. A chariot of fire, horses of flame, and Elijah ascended into the whirlwind. Elisha watched, his heart burning with the promise of what comes next. One man's faith had shaken nations, but God's work continued. Faith is louder than fear. Courage is stronger than oppression. The word of God will always prevail, and one man, standing firm for the truth, can shake the foundations of the world. This is the story of Elijah, the prophet who shocked the world.